Hey, what's up YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some tips and tricks on how to design a vase for 3D printing using Fusion 360. So first thing we're going to do to make our vase is create a sketch, just a 2D profile of part of the form that we're going to generate. And after we generate the form, there's further manipulation we can do to the model to complete the vase. So first thing, start with the shape, any shape. We'll just go with a rectangle because that's pretty easy. And then let's add an ellipse just to make it a little more complicated here. Alright, so there's our two shapes. Do a circular pattern. Bring that up. Okay. And actually change the plans here, guys. I am going to delete this rectangle. Okay, so we're going to use the trim and go around the entire perimeter. It's a little bit tedious, so I will cut the film here and resume when I am finished. Okay, there we go, guys. I have trimmed the entire outside, and you're usually going to get some warnings. Shouldn't really be a problem unless you're doing something too crazy, which apparently it looks like I am. Hold on, guys, I'm trying to delete what's in the center here. I wanted to show you guys this. It's not an exact science, as you can tell. Whoops, undo that and get rid of the rest. There's this one. Okay, so this is kind of what you want to look for. And this is just the outside perimeter of our form that we're going to generate for the vase. Now we are ready to generate our form. I have started a form here, and I'm going to extrude the profile that we sketched. And it doesn't really matter how far you go. I just usually go like 10 millimeters, 5 millimeters, really whatever you think is best. Just extrude it a little bit and then go to a side view and kind of zoom in and make a selection of the top layer only. Modify and then hold Control-Alt and extrude to your specified distance of what the increments you want in your vase. And each time I'm doing this, I am holding and releasing Control and Alt. That is in order to create a new division or segment in our extrusion here. So I'm just going to make a few more of these. So next thing I usually like to do is kind of form the outside shape of the vase. So I'm just going to delete this bottom section here. And you can tell Fusion kind of glitched right there. That was the original extrusion that I deleted, but it glitched in kind of a good way. That's kind of what I wanted. So maybe it's not a glitch. I don't really know, but just delete the original extrusion. And anyway, that basically made a sweep of a perfect circle to the profile that I had originally generated. So now I'm just going to start forming proportions here. So I've selected just that bottom layer, back to modify. Oh, it got unselected somehow. Okay. Selecting the layers can be a little difficult at this part of designing the vase. So I just select that top layer, and I want to scale that down. Possibly bring it out a little bit. Okay, that looks good to me. Next thing in designing our vase here, guys, is we're just going to select every other segment by holding the shift and highlighting the segment, and then releasing shift, but holding it every time you make a new selection. This will just take a second. Okay, so there's every other segment in our design. Let's go back to modify. And we are going to give it a little bit of twirl here. Just change that angle. And we've got a really unique looking design going on right here, guys. I see that this could really turn into an interesting model. Okay, so there's a little more we can do with this. Just from a design perspective, I want to give it the outside kind of proportions of an actual vase. And then this, I want to bring this very center out just ever so slightly in the XY scale plane. So bring this right here out just a little bit. See what that looks like. A little bit more. Alright guys, so I'm just going to go for a single layer. And I'm just kind of manipulating this model to give us the profile of a vase. And that looks pretty close to me. That's close to what I want. Probably that looks the best to me. Okay. Modify the whole thing. And I want to bring the z-axis up. So we're going to, I'm happy with this form. I'm happy with this form. I'm going to finish that form. And then, next thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to go over here to surface and patch both sides of our model. Select the whole thing and stitch it. Should know if these, both patches have a green perimeter, that means like, yeah, I was able to successfully patch So we're good on that for now. We should have a solid body. Yes, we do. Body 4. Right. Alright guys, just to spice this up a little bit, you know, once you got your form, then you have your solid. Let's do a mirror. And we'll select body 4. Mirror plane. Since we are on the origin, we're going to select the X plane and join once it's mirrored. So let's see what happens. And we have a very unique looking form here. Very interesting. Let's try something different. I'm just going to make a profile. We'll have a fit point spline. So the idea here, guys, is just to trim away just a little bit of the edges and make everything smoother. It's not a necessary design technique, but if you're just not happy with your design and you think you can improve it a little bit, just trimming the outside edges could do the trick. So we're going to revolve this shape around the axis. So that did change our model considerably, and I have to say that is precisely the look I was going for. So I will complete that operation. So now we're left with a little bit more of a unique design here. We've got a lot of empty space going on up here at the top. So I'm going to construct an offset plane and then create a sketch to extrude through the top of the vase and basically make it shorter. Okay, there we go. And we're going to create a sketch. Any old rectangle will do. So that looks good to me. Finish that sketch. And then extrude through the top. So the part we selected is the part we're cutting off. So that's what our vase looks like so far. Alright, so let's see if this design slices correctly. So we will select our body 4, save as mesh, STL. Okay guys, so I just imported our model into Cura and it looks pretty clean. Let's turn on our spiralized outer contour. There we go. So all I'm seeing here, guys, is if this design actually slices correctly, it is possible to make designs that really have no practical purpose. So let's see if this actually slices. Fingers crossed. Look at the generated preview. And success. This will slice correctly.